It's 2023 and the age of Gen Z. Many things have changed and are still changing. There is little progress and a lot of going backward into generation of social values. People are becoming weaker and pettier, and most people see nothing wrong with it. Due to a need for social validation and pressure from the bandwagon effect, many men are going all in with the times. It is therefore interesting, if not strange, when Sigma men are discovered to still hold some values dear to their hearts and live like they don't care what anyone else thinks about them. Curious and interested in topics like this? Then subscribe now. In this video, we would explore some of the unpopular things Sigma men still do. Number 1. They are prepared to fight and defend themselves and what they believe in. Sigma men are not sissies. They roll over for no one and would not tolerate anyone trampling on anything they hold dear. Sigma men believe that the only way to have peace and respect is to have some form of power. During the Cold War, nations began to stockpile nuclear weapons. They knew the only way they could get respect from other powerful nations was to be prepared for war. Technically, this is the reason we have not had a third world war yet, because nobody wants a nuclear war. This is the mindset Sigma men have about peace. They do not believe in begging or appealing for peace, but they believe the only way is to be powerful enough to negotiate mutual respect. Sigma men would never accept weakness. They do not believe that men should be emotional and seek pity. These men would train hard and prepare for emergencies. They do not want to be caught unawares. This also means they are very conscious of their environment. Their situational awareness may be deemed unnecessary in this day and age, where people pretend the world is all roses and kisses. These men don't trust blindly. They are not interested in making friends with everybody and anybody. This does not mean they are unfriendly or unapproachable, but be sure that they would set clear boundaries with strangers. Sigma men don't just settle down into a new environment. They first scout around, making the security analysis of the area. They think like soldiers. Knowing their environment is always a priority. These men know all the entries and exits of their environment, and when they are visiting a new place, you find them well positioned to defend themselves. If you carefully observe the behavior of a Sigma, you will discover they always have a defensive stance. When they are in a restaurant, they would not sit with their backs to the door. They are more likely to sit in a position where they can observe most people around them. This is not paranoia. It is the mindset of a soldier. That is how lone wolves think. Number 2. They don't care about social media. Who does not care about social media in 2023? Apparently, Sigma males don't. These men don't care if the whole world is dancing on TikTok or if everyone is posting private pictures on Instagram to show how fabulous their lives are. If you find a Sigma male with a social media account, he has that account because he needs it to achieve a goal. He is not interested in checking out pictures of people or posting his own. He is not looking for dance videos to while away time. You would be mistaken to think this means Sigma males have boring or sad lives. They don't. They just don't fancy doing things simply because it is popular, and they also recognize that a lot of what is online is staged, faked, or just plain narcissistic. These men don't need anyone to massage their insecurities, and they don't want to be fans of narcissists. At the core of social media are a horde of attention seekers. This is simply none of the Sigma male's business, so he stays well out. If he must use any social media platform, he goes in understanding what he wants and does not need to be programmed to spend most of his day watching content that adds nothing to his life. These men prefer wholesome forms of entertainment, and if they watch entertaining content, they want it to be real, original, and honest. 3. They are proud dinosaurs. People who do not accept woke ideologies are referred to as dinosaurs. If not accepting every Gen Z ideology makes a Sigma male a dinosaur, then he is happy to be one. These men are often considered to be weird because they walk their own paths and stay true to their values. They don't care how society labels them, but try to stay reasonable and logical. So if a Sigma male refuses to follow a popular trend, it is simply because it makes no sense to him. He would defend his stance on the matter, and his stance is always based on objectivity, not subjectivity. It is not about an isolated way of thinking, but rather a general, logical, and debatable reason. If it is not logical and debatable, then it is not worth the Sigma male's time. 4. They take pride in hard work and being handy. Being lazy is becoming a popular trend, and people are proud of being unproductive even when they are being paid. This is the reason why we have seen trends such as quiet quitting. An unreasonable trend is where people employed to work refuse to quit their job, but instead don't contribute meaningfully to the establishment that employed them. There is also the crazy trend of posting on social media while they are supposed to be busy. Nurses are now more popular for dancing on TikTok than doing actual nursing. Sigma males love to work. They take pride in being skilled and dedicated in what they do. They also appreciate other hardworking people. 5. They don't like answering questions that are obvious. Don't make the mistake of asking a Sigma male a question that is unnecessary or has an obvious answer. He won't oblige you. These men take their time to learn and expect other people to also put in some effort. They are not interested in making things easy for those who are not putting in the effort. Sigma men only want to help those who are already making an effort. These men still believe in the value of learning things the hard way. They believe this shows how serious one is about learning and how committed they are. Sigma men don't also like repeating anything they have taken their time to explain before. You can say they have no patience for lazy people. 6. Their relationships are based on roles. Men and women playing their roles in relationships are becoming an extinct practice. Sigma men still hold on to each party playing their roles in the relationship because this gives their relationship the organization and sense of responsibility it needs. Sigma men cannot work or function where the parties involved don't understand what is expected of them. Many relationships are in shambles because each partner has no sense of responsibility or the role they should be playing to make the relationship work. Role assignments can help improve the quality and efficiency of collaboration by clarifying expectations, enhancing communication, fostering accountability, and promoting diversity. 7. Sigma men still believe in being formal. Formality is fast losing its relevance in today's society. People don't bother about dressing appropriately for the occasion anymore, and the importance of talking in a formal manner is almost lost. Sigma men still value being addressed in a formal and respectful manner, and they also do the same when they address others. Even though they are lone wolves, they do not like disorderliness and would not just go about doing anything they please. These men would dress appropriately for any occasion. They are very organized and ensure that their clothes are clean and well ironed. Sigma men can be very meticulous, paying attention to details. This is why they stand out because of their excellence. Everything they do is intentional, well-planned, and properly executed. Sigma men are not mindless rebels that go about disrupting societal norms. They are men of culture that are proud of their values. 8. They don't like prolonged chatting. If you want the attention of a Sigma man, then you need to go straight to the point. Don't beat around the bush and don't think you can sweet-talk him. He simply does not have the time for unreasonable chit-chat. 9. Respect is more important. Respect is more than just a word. It is a way of life, a mindset, and a value that Sigma men cherish. These men are not interested in a society where everyone loves each other. They prefer one where everyone has respect for one another. Respect is the recognition of the dignity, worth, and uniqueness of every human being. Respect is the foundation of trust, cooperation, and collaboration for these men. Without respect, society is dysfunctional. That is the perspective of Sigma men. Sigma men value respect because they understand that it is essential for their personal and professional growth. They don't have to know you. You can be a total stranger, but with respect, there can be meaningful collaboration. They know that respect enables them to learn from others, appreciate different perspectives, and embrace diversity. Sigma men know that respect empowers them to communicate effectively, resolve conflicts peacefully, and influence positively. Sigma men value respect because they also respect themselves. They have a high sense of self-worth and self-confidence. They treat themselves with kindness, compassion, and honesty. These men set high standards for themselves and strive to achieve their goals. They take responsibility for their actions and learn from their mistakes. They celebrate their successes and acknowledge their limitations. That is self-respect. They respect the rights and freedoms of others and uphold the principles of justice and equality. They respect the cultures and traditions of others and promote mutual understanding and harmony. These men respect the challenges and opportunities that life presents and seek to overcome them with courage and optimism. Respect is not something that can be bought or sold. It is not something that can be imposed or demanded. It is something that can only be given and received freely. It is something that can only be earned and maintained through consistent actions and character. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and watch this one as well. Thanks for watching.